Good morning, students. Welcome back to my lecture 2 of the module 1 of the subject code CPC 505 Environmental Engineering 2. Today's discussion topic is the sewage system advantages and disadvantages. In continuation of my previous lecture 1, there are some definition, terminology, sewage, drainage, sewage, some introductory part of the sewage system I have given in the earlier lecture. Now in this lecture, in this session, in today's class, I will discuss what are the specific advantage and disadvantage of the three sewage systems which we discussed in the last class. So, in continuation of my lecture 1, coming to the point, first I am considering the combined system. Before going through the advantages and disadvantages of different sewage system, one terminology I have highlighted specifically the self-cleansing velocity in the sewer. The self-cleansing velocity of sewage is very important terminology that we have mentioned in last lecture. But let me explain what do we mean by the self-cleansing velocity. It is actually basically the velocity at which the solid particles will remain in suspension without settling at the bottom of the sewer. What does it indicate? It indicates that we have to maintain the self as a designer. In the sewage design, we have to maintain the self-cleaning minimum self-cleansing velocity of the sewage, so that the solid particles, that in the waste particles, remain in suspension, and settling of that particle won't be allowed in the sewer, producing the silting in the sewer system. It is that velocity at which even the scour of the deposited particles of a given site will take place. It is not possible to maintain thin self-cleansing velocity throughout the day. Why? Because of the fluctuations in sewage flow. As we know, in the seasonal fluctuations, summer, winter, and all these things, the flow will fluctuate. So definitely, it is very difficult to self-cleaning velocity throughout the day. During minimum flow of sewage, the velocity of flow is less than the self-cleansing velocity. Hence, self-cleansing velocity should be maintained at least in a day. Otherwise, as I've told, the basic theme of the self-cleaning velocity, while we will maintain, that objective will not be fulfilled. That means what I'm trying to say, the suspended particle matter will not be in suspended condition, it will be settled, and the silting will take place in the sewer, and that must be avoided. So everywhere this term self-cleansing velocity I will refer. So before referring, I must give you the clear conception what is the self-cleansing velocity in the sewage flow in sewer. Let us discuss the first system, sewage system, that is a combined system. What is the advantage? The advantage, let me discuss in the combined system. I have already indicated in the last lecture that this combined system will be appropriate throughout if the raining is done throughout a year. So there is no need for flushing of sewers, as self-cleaning velocity will be developed due to more quantity because of addition of the storm water. So definitely in the highly rainfall area where the rainfall is spread throughout a year, will get the advantage of the combined system of sewer for maintaining the self-cleansing velocity, which I am immediately telling you, and it will be developed due to more quantity because of addition of storm water. Second advantage I am going to tell for the combined system is, one set of pipe will be required for house plumbing, very economical, because suppose rainwater pipe and the sewer pipe will be the same. So the plumbing will be very much easier if single piping system is there. That is, the combined system means single piping carrying the sanitary sewage as well as the storm sewage, as I have repeatedly told earlier lecture also. So this is one advantage, that only one set of pipe will be required. So cost of construction will be easy. It will be economy for the building plumbing layout. Now in the congested area, it is easy to lay one pipe rather than the two pipes. So in congested area, two pipe separate system may not be feasibly possible, but that is the single pipe of large diameter is possible in a congested area. So this is one of the advantage in laying of the combined system of sewerage. Maintenance cost definitely is reduced as we have to maintain in a single pipe rather than the separate two pipes. Chances of choking are less in combined sewer due to large size, as the area, that is the diameter of the pipe, is more. So the choking material, that is the suspended particle materials which will be flowing to the sewage. So that chances of choking will be there since the cross section is more, the diameter is more, because it is typically happened in the smaller dia pipe. But in this case, the chances of choking will be less since you are using the larger dia in a combined sewer. The strength of the sewage is reduced by dilution because storm water, basically it is a rainwater, is a clear water. We have discussed without any foul, without any containment matter. So basically it dilutes the sewage, that means the sanitary sewage. So strength of the sewage is reduced by dilution. So treatment, there will be some efficient treatment can be done, because if diluted strength of wastewater can be treated very efficiently rather than the raw wastewater, there the reagents will be required much more for treatment, and the unit of the treatment area also requirement more in case of the strengthful wastewater rather than the diluted wastewater. So that is the one advantage in combined sewerage system in a single pipe system, whether the rainstorm water is mixed with the sanitary sewage water and make it diluted, so that for making it an efficient treatment system. Chances of foul smell is reduced. Definitely, as the rainwater, that means the storm water, is mixed with the sanitary sewage water, domestic or the commercial, definitely the strength of the wastewater gets reduced and automatically the foul smell is reduced. So these are the advantages of the combined sewerage system. My dear students, I am going to highlight. Now next I will go to the disadvantages of the combined system. So let us see the disadvantages of the combined system, because every system, sewerage system, three system we discussed in the earlier lecture, there has to be some advantages as well as disadvantages. So let us see what are the disadvantages of the combined sewerage system. It is not suitable for the area with small period of rainfall because dry weather flow will be small, due to which self-cleansing velocity may not develop in sewers, resulting in silting. Definitely, if the rain is not there in dry season, so the flow will be dry and the self-cleansing velocity will not be developed, and resulting silting operation, that means the settlement of the particles, suspended particles, that is called the silting, will be taken place in the sewers. Now the second disadvantage I am talking for the combined sewerage is the large flow is required to be treated at sewerage treatment plant before disposal, hence resulting the higher capital and operation cost of the treatment plant. Because since the rainwater vis-a-vis the storm water is added with the sanitary sewage, so definitely the volume of water to be treated will be much more, which will be sent to the treatment plant, because without the treatment, this single system, that is the combined sewage, cannot be disposed to the natural water system without the treatment. And hence the large flow, since the double flow is flowing, one is the sanitary sewage, another is the stormwater sewage, so definitely the large flow will be treated in the treatment plant, increasing the higher capital and operating cost of the treatment plant. When pumping is required, this system is unmechanical. Why? Because pumping means the lifting the sewage. So addition of the rainwater is taken place along with the sanitary sewage in the combined system, increasing the volume of the water, creating on the pumping system. As we know, more the volume, more it creating on the pumping system. So when pumping is required, this system is uneconomical. During rains, overflowing of sewers will spoil public hygiene because there is the only sewage system flowing, including the domestic sewage and the storm sewage. So if overflows in case of during raining condition overflowing occurs, definitely it will spoil the public hygiene. And there is a highly chances of overflow of the sewage water in the rainy season due to the combined sewage system. Cost of construction is very high because larger diameter means larger excavation, larger deep. You have to maintain the deeper excavation. Cost of the pipe will be increased the larger number of dia. So definitely the cost of construction is very high. Handling and transportation. So for the large diameter is concerned for the combined sewer, definitely it is difficult. Handling and transportation. Now, combined system is uneconomical in case of pumping for lifting sewage, as we have seen in the advantageous position, because load is much more on the pumping system, so it will not be suitable for pumping system for lifting the sewage. In combined sewage system, sewage becomes foul in dry weather if the rainwater is not available. If the rainwater is available, then it is diluted, no fouling takes place, or fouling will be reduced, it will be taken care, fine. But when it is the dry weather, that in no raining is there, definitely the sewage in combined sewer becomes foul, and that is one of the disadvantage of the combined sewerage system. Let me talk about the advantages and disadvantages of the separate system. Fine. Advantages of the separate system. First advantages I am going to highlight is as sewage flows in separate pipe. Hence, the quantity to be treated at sewerage treatment plant is small, resulting in economy of treatment because the storm water will be flowing in a different separate sewer, so no need for treatment of there, that is not foul, so that can be disposed to the natural water surface like river, like stream, so no need to reach them to the treatment plant. So definitely for the separate system we are getting the advantage. The quantity to be treated at sewage treatment plant is small because sewage treatment plant will be handling the only the domestic sewage plant or industrial sewage plant, not the stormwater part, because stormwater is separately carried and it will be disposed to the natural river stream system. Second advantage of the separate system is this system may be less costly as only sanitary sewage is transported in closed circuit and storm water can be collected and converted through open drain. Fine, in open drain, open brick drain, for that the no necessary for the separate piping, that is the separate sewer for the storm water. So definitely the cost will be less. Not only that, the less the diameter, less excavation of the piping, less deeper of the excavation is required, and less diameter pipe means the cost of the pipe is also per length of the meter is less, per construction cost definitely will be less if the size of the pipe is lower, because we are bypassing the storm water system in the open drains. Third advantage I can talk in the separate system, when the pipe pumping is required during disposal, the system is economical due to less flow. Why less flow? Because the unlike the combined system, the amount of water flow will be less in separate system. So loading on the pumping system will be less. So handling of the pumping system will be less. So it will be economical due to less flow. Now let us see the disadvantage of the separate system. Disadvantage of the separate system: self-cleansing velocity may not be developed at certain locations in sewers. Hence, flushing of sewers may be required. Why? Because in a separate system of the storm water, if there is no storm water run and so this is a dry condition, so then the problem may be less. This system, that means the separate system, requires laying two sets of pipes, which may be difficult in congested area. In congested area, we will always prefer a single pipe, that is the combined pipe system, combined sewerage system, that is a single pipe, because in congested area it is very difficult for laying two independently separate pipes, one for the sanitary sewage and for the storm water. Third advantage of the separate system, I am going to tell that this system will require maintenance of two sets of pipelines, and hence the maintenance cost is more compared to the combined system. There we have seen in one pipe, single pipe system, the maintenance would have been easier, but in the separate system, since it is involving of two sewer systems, so definitely doubling maintenance has to be taken care. So maintenance of two sets of pipelines will be cost is more. Since the sewers are of small size, it is difficult to clean them. There is a probable chance of choking the materials, as the diameter of the pipe is less over here, because we are talking for the separate pipe means less diameter. It is not like the bigger diameter than the combined system. So there is highly chance for choking the materials in this system, and they are likely to get choked. Definitely that is going to happen. Stormwater sewer only comes in use during the rainy season. So in dry season, these are used as a dumping for the garbage and may be choked. That is a major disadvantage in this separate system. And finally, the disadvantage corresponding to the separate system, I can tell, because of lesser air contact in smaller size sewers, foul smell may be there due to sewage gas formed. Because as there is a chance of lesser air contact in place due to smaller diameter, smaller opening, so foul smell may be there due to sewage gas formed. Now the last sewerage system advantages and disadvantages we will discuss. Let's see, that is the partially separate system. So we will take both the advantages of the combined system as well as the separate system, and disadvantage of the combined and separate system will be coming here. Both the combination of the disadvantage will be coming here, earlier two, and combination of the advantages of the earlier two system will be coming here as a advantage of this partially separate system. Let's see what is the advantage of the partially separate system. Now, economical, it is very economical, and reasonable size sewers are required. So cleaning is not so difficult. It is not too small, too large. Too large means, I am telling you, it is not too large compared to the combined sewer system. Similarly, I can say it is not too less compared to the separate system, because sometimes in building, suppose partially separate system means, in my lecture I have just highlighted that suppose in the area of building where the roof water is catching the rainwater, and there is a chance of collecting the rainwater from the roof as well as for the courtyards and landscaping areas. This type of water outlays of the outlays pipes of the watering system has to be maintained in a same pipe, the same sewer where the sewage or the sanitary sewage flows. So, but in other road areas or external areas, the separate system of the stormwater carrying sewers are maintained. So what does it indicate? It is partially separate system. That means in building we are maintaining the combined system, but in road infrastructure we are maintaining the separate system. So it is economical, and reasonable size sewers are required, so cleaning is not so difficult. Work of house plumbing is reduced as rainwater from roofs, sewage from bathrooms and kitchen, etc. are combined with discharge from water closet. Definitely, we can say the UPVC pipelines, basically, which is being provided as a soil pipeline connected from the cisterns, commodes, and WC water closet, which we are saying, and there the pipeline from the roofs or water, if it is connected, so it can be flow in the same line. So the plumbing work in the building will be much more easier, will be much more economical, taking care of the rainwater from the roofs as well as from the sewage from bathrooms and kitchen combining with the discharge from water closets. Flushings of sewers may not be required as small portion because in the building, suppose for example, I am just highlighting that partially separate system, that building sewage has been, domestic sewage I mean to say, has been passed through the rainwater in the same system. That means, but for the raining system, rainwater itself, rainwater is maintaining the self-cleaning velocity in the sewer. So no need for flushing the system of the cistern also, because flushing of sewers may not be required. A small portion of storm water is allowed to enter into sanitary sewage. So automatically rainwater will pass the sewage from the toilet. So no need for flush. So water consumption will be less because we are using the water, rainwater for this purpose. So this is one of the greatest advantage in the separate sewerage system, in the partially separate sewerage system. Now it combines the advantage of both the separate as well as the combined system, because I have already told you that the partially separate system is a combination effect of the combined system and the separate system. The storm water permitted in the sewers eliminates the chances of choking. The sewers are completely clean during rainy season. Definitely, the rainy season, the rainwater, if it is continually allowed to pass through the sewer lines, automatically there is a chance of choking of the suspended particles, waste materials in the pipelines can be avoided, and it is completely clean during rainy season. The problem of disposing of storm water from homes is simplified, because it will be go to the public sewer. Like rainwater will go to the public sewer along with the domestic sewage. This is the thing. Now let's see what is the disadvantages. Now disadvantages of the partially separate system is that it increased cost of the pumping as compared to the separate system. To some extent, I can say the volume of water will be more, because in separate system we are adding the rainwater falling on the roof, falling on the courtyard, in landscaping, in the building portion. So compared to the separate system, the volume of the water in the partially separate system is more. So definitely it will create the load on the pumping and increase cost of the pumping in the treatment plant. An intermediate pumping station may be required as per necessary condition. So in dry weather, self-cleaning velocity may not develop in sewers. Definitely, whatever the advantages we are discussing regarding that, the rainy season, no need for flushing, that the natural water, that is the rainwater, will clear the choking materials, particles, and maintain the self-cleaning velocity. But what will be about the dry weather? Then again, the disadvantage comes. The self-cleaning, there is a problem of the self-cleaning velocity maintenance, because no rainwater is there. So then in dry water, there is a problem of self-cleaning velocity which may not develop in sewers. As very beginning of my lectures, I have used the term self-cleaning velocity. It is very, very important, because minimum cleaning velocity we have of the sewage in the sewer throughout the year, throughout the period, to be maintained to avoid the settling or silting in the of the particles in the bottom of the pipes, and to maintain the flow. So for this, the minimum self-cleaning velocity is very, very required. And in every system, whether it is a separate system, whether it is a combined sewerage system, whether it is a partially separate system, this self-cleaning velocity has to be taken care for maintaining purpose of the sewerage. So this is all about the sewerage system advantages and disadvantages. So this is the end of the lecture 2. We will again go to the lecture 3 in the next class of your subject, environment engineering 2. So let us close the day, and this is the just lecture 2, which you have already discussed the topic, the sewerage system advantages, disadvantages, and in lecture 1 earlier, which you have discussed the definition and terminology. We will have some one-to-one interaction live classes in Zoom or whatever the platform, online platform available for us, for interaction session, the clarification queries, if any, after going to the lecture, can be sorted out in the live classes. Definitely, I will give some MCQ based question assessment assignments once you go through this lecture, that assessments and online exams or the assignments can be online, can be fulfilled after discussing the queries and all these things. So we'll be again meet in the lecture in the next class. So thank you. Have a good day.